What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Part 2, Marvel Masterpieces 2011. What's up, Kasra? What's up, Hermit? Welcome to the fun. I got a binder full of goodies here. So I did half last time. I got half this time. I'm going to try to go a little quicker, though, because I got to jump off right at 9:30 for a different video. So people are showing off their framed pieces back from the framers for Disco. So let's go. We are broke. Aren't we all broke? God, that's and I'm broke. And then I came across a couple things I had to have. So I'm sub broke at this point. Last time we made it through Lynn Anderson. So we're going to jump right in with the M's. We're going to start again. Not gonna waste too much time. Norrin might be joining me. We'll see. So this is comic book artist Mahmoud Asrar. So he did cards for this set. I got a really nice Cyclops. It's really nice Spidey. I got a comic cover from him as well. Really great artist. He's got a lot of stuff on Comic Art Fans. I'm sure Kasra is more than familiar with him. But he does wonderful, wonderful work. And again, anytime, any sketch that you love is a good sketch. But when it comes to someone with a comics pedigree, that just adds a nice little chef's kiss to it. So there we go. All right, so this next guy, this is actually the guy I have more sketches of than anyone else. I just did him. Marcelo Ferreira. Marcelo goes by Mark as well. He did some interesting subsets for Universe 2011 that you'll see here. So he did some where he just called them the AOA subset, some where he wrote out Age of Apocalypse, and then others where he didn't write anything, but it seems like they're Age of Apocalypse. There's also a Civil War subset. What's up, Ryder? Yeah, there you go. We're broke, but we are rich in Marvel cards. And I agree, Asrar is amazing. What's up, Bullen? So he did, and this is interesting to see 3 different versions of Angel. He did. You got the AOA version here, slightly different Age of Apocalypse. So all these different takes on the costumes. Just a different version of that same one here as Archangel. Really interesting to see those different takes, I think. Oh, we got somebody here. Hey.
Hey, buddy.
I just realized my speaker's on mute. There we go. Now I'll be able to actually hear you. How is your Saturday night going?
It's going here. It's
hanging out. There you go. You only missed one artist so far, so welcome to the party.
Thank you, buddy.
We are on Mark Ferreira now. Ferreira. So anybody who knows how I actually pronounce it, let me know. But I've got over 100 of his pieces. I just always like his style, and anytime I see one, I go and grab it. Another subset here, Civil War subset he did. So I'll put that one kind of that way. Dark Beast from AOA, version of Havoc, AOA subset, Quicksilver. Again, I sort of love subsets when an artist focuses on certain aspects, certain characters.
Especially when they title them the proper way and number them. I love that. That's the best.
AOA Sabretooth, and then a pair of Storm as well. So, yeah, I really love that. Hey, last back. Welcome.
Hey, buddy.
That's Sketchy is back. Yeah, trying to do it. I've also, I've got an idea just based on something. Actually, a bunch of people in this chat know about it. We've been talking about cuts a lot more. So I'm going to do some sub episodes, or I'm going to call it deep cuts. And we're going to pivot from sketch cards to comic cuts. So...
See, this is it, man. I'm telling you right now. This is it. This is the plan.
I apologize now that you have to watch me pick these up one by one because I want to keep them in the right order in my binder because I'm super picky about that. All right. So this is the next one. We get a pair of artists. I've only got one from Mark Dos Santos, a nice X23. This next guy, and I actually have never looked up if he's got a pedigree. His name's Marlo Lodrigueza. I probably again butchered his name. Lodrigueza, and he does these wonderfully detailed, like multi-panel things. So you've got sort of the Dark Avengers, or just the Avengers, and sort of the Savage Land.
Damn, that's really good too.
This one with sort of the Skrulls.
It looks like a cinematic poster. That's sick.
Yeah, just the detail he puts in there are just amazing. And Mark Dos Santos is fantastic. He's been around for ages, and his again, it's nothing fancy, but it's just nice and clean. And sometimes that's all you want from a sketch card.
That's all you need.
Just right done. Just no, you did Sabretooth. Oh, did you miss him? Right in here. Age of Apocalypse version. Victor looking all savage there with his little neck thing. Actually, I'm trying to remember back to the story. Green, you probably know it. So chat, help me out. How were Wild Child and Sabretooth related, if at all? Did they just happen to look like, Sabretooth and Mini-Me? Or did they have some sort of, they sort of paired together in the comic. Yeah, no, I agree, Costa. Like,
it's amazing.
Look at the level of detail he put into that. It's just absolutely.
I've never found a Surfer paneled sketch card, and it's always been like a milestone in the collection to find one. I've never seen one.
Yeah, again, some artists really do go. It just shows how lucky we've been over the years with some artists. Just the time, like, look, Mary Bellamy does wonderful, simple characters, cartoony style. I always butcher that pronunciation, and those are awesome. But again, some people just go to the absolutely next level. And we've been blessed. We've been blessed by clean, cartoony ones like Mary. We've been blessed by painted ones like this next guy, Matthias Streb. And just the level of detail on this.
Look at all that work.
I know, right?
And he does the glows so well. I feel like I've never seen a card that doesn't have light in the folds or like on muscle. You know what I mean? It's really so much realism.
Has been around for years. He's been around since 2011. I think a lot of people really got to see him shine for the first time in the X-Men Metal set, where he did some absolutely amazing work there.
It was really cool to see people discover and be like, bro, who's Streb? I remember at OAX, we were talking about him around the pool table. Yep. And was it Dan DeSantos and Lewis? We're looking at a sketch by him. Remember?
Yes. But I remember that part. I just don't remember who it was.
I don't remember who it was either. No. Ryan, what's up, buddy? Castro. What's up, buddy?
All right, just getting my next one ready. Don't mind me. That's the problem with going from the binder. I've got to pull them out and put them back. All right, so this next one this is interesting. So these two, you probably recognize the style as the Glebe style. Now, what was interesting about this particular set, so, the Glebe twins, I think their brand is like Twin Sons, TWIN Sons.
Yeah.
Their cards are always super popular. On this set, I believe these were incentives, and they each did their own cards. They didn't work on them together like they normally do. So these two are just by Matt, not Mick and Matt. And I have a Mick sketch or two coming. Yeah.
Hey, wait a minute. So these are archives?
This is no. These were incentives, case incentives.
Oh, they're incentives.
Yeah.
See, how do you know that? Usually they come with a gold seal.
Wise ass. Yes, I broke them all out because I do that. But in my file names, I make note. I don't have my.
No, of course, no. And by the artist and the exclusivity and the number. And again, like it's very easy to know regardless.
Punisher.
I love it though. I've never seen their work separated. It's super awesome.
It is. It's interesting from the back to. For looking back at it to sort of see that
she's beautiful. That's a crazy
version of Viper.
That's a great. That's one of the best Vipers I've ever seen. Jesus.
Another guy who's been around for a long time and continues to do just amazing work, Moro Fudra.
Yeah. I had one of his. It was so
Look
good.
at how simple this basilisk is, but just look how cool it is. Like,
It
just
looks like Mobius. Like it has the tone and colors of that. Like I love that. I love that tone.
wonderful Emma here, and character from one of my favorite storylines, the Mutant Massacre. This is Harpoon, who's one of the Marauders.
Oh, you've told me about these guys.
Yeah,
Okay.
he was a badass, and he killed quite a few himself with those electrical harpoons of his.
It's really cool. Douglas, if you're wondering why I haven't texted you back, it's because literally I jumped on with Matt. We
All
were
right.
just talking. Oh, that's freaking cool.
Yeah, these are so. This is someone who's making a splash much more now on the comic book scene. This is Megan Hetrick.
Yep.
So this
He
is
just did a couple covers.
yeah.
Wow.
This is Bastion. This is one of my absolute favorite sketch cards. This is Cable, and he's holding Hope in a little baby swaddle in his arms there. It's just looking out over the sunset there. Absolutely,
That's
just
one of
love,
my favorite pieces I've ever seen, Matt.
just love
Wow.
that.
And
This
the frame
one,
was so wow.
this is a little bit of a deep cut, right? Because if you look at it first, you're like, oh, it's Angel, right? No, it's Mimic.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So I actually
That's cool.
definitely love that.
That's actually really cool. You're right, because of
A
the
few
end.
of these I had to do a little research to dig on. So this is Victor from the Runaways.
Oh, wow. That is a deep cut.
This is someone who I think a lot of people are going to know about now.
Yeah, he was great. That was a great show. I liked it.
Wiccan.
He did a great job.
Oh yeah, I was surprised at how much I liked him as an actor.
Me too.
This I believe is no, it's not Work Mercury. It's a Wind Dancer, I believe is her name.
Okay, so little tidbit.
Yeah.
I've been an admirer of that card since
Which
we
one, Wind
first
Dancer?
met. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I think that card is like so beautiful, like the
It's got a
flow
great
and
vibe to
everything.
it, yeah.
I don't know what it is. I remember seeing that card. I think it must be that card because it
Just
love that.
flows. I mean, her line work just flows.
I love her. She's one of my. I have a list of artists I wanted surfers from, and I'm only missing 3, and she's one of them. I've never gotten a pack pulled surfer from her.
I love this. A Mimic Rainbow for AVX. That's fantastic.
That's genius, Sinister. That's
Only
a good
get
idea.
one from this artist, but I feel like it's an obvious one, but I don't know. What do I know? This is
Is that a puzzle?
This is Maliki Akar.
Maliki, yeah. That's another one I've never had a surfer from.
Just making sure I didn't put these in wrong. Sorry, just getting out the next artist.
That looks so cool.
World War Hulk. I believe this one was also case incentive. I'll have to
How did Rick not like beg you for that? That's a beautiful card.
This one I might have had for years, right?
Okay.
All right.
That's awesome.
She's
great.
Yeah, she does super good work.
Man,
her stuff's super popular and always expensive.
Yeah, always popular.
All right.
Oh,
We've got
nice.
Meljoy San Juan, MJS. She says.
Yeah. Good stuff.
And again, hers, she's got such a consistent style. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. And I think this Electra is probably one of the best examples. Definitely got like an anime vibe to some of her work. Yep. Great crystal.
I like the shapes of her faces. I like her body touch.
I really like the line work. Like the Cyclops and the Phoenix are great, but just the way she did the squiggly lines on the side to add that effect, just lovely extra touch there.
So cool.
Jubilee. This angle is just right. It's up snicked. We've got, of course, got to have a magic in there.
Oh, great perspective.
Yeah, I like that from the top of the sword. Yeah.
Oh, so good.
Somebody skewered on the sword and looking down.
It's so good.
Back from the days when Nightcrawler was still allowed.
I still think Nightcrawler is like one of the best characters to have a sketch card of.
A nice close up of Pixie,
Oh wow!
and just very interesting style. It's almost got like a colored pencil look to it. Really like
Really
that.
gorgeous.
Alas, poor Yorick. Psylocke knew him well.
Oh wow!
There's another one you won't see. You won't see something like that these days
No.
for 3 reasons. And a storm.
3 reasons.
See what I did there?
That was good. It was good. Good stuff.
Sorry, that was just ridiculous. So here is an interesting one I'll throw while I get these put back. This is the only one from this artist. Now, this is going to be really hard to identify because most people know this artist exclusively from his females. And his females are very, very exaggerated traditionally.
This is Axebone?
This is Axebone, yep.
Whoa.
Yep, this is Michael Axebone Potter.
I've never seen a male character from him.
Yeah, I've only had 2. And actually, when we were together, remember, we met him at the first tourist.
Yes. Yeah, he was super nice.
I had my other Thor, and he wanted it back. He's like, if you give me that, I'll do an AP for you of a different character. And I was like, okay. So that's how I got my Danny Moonstar AP from him.
Oh, that's it. That's right.
And he's like, I did so few males that I would love to have that back. And I was like, okay. Done.
Oh, that's really cool. That's really cool. What a great AP story, too. Total Recall.
What's the story behind the Rittenhouse sketch card? So Rittenhouse always did that.
Yeah.
So originally, I can do a quick segue here. This is probably the best example. Let me just pull this one out. So originally, all sketch cards for Rittenhouse were 4x5s. And originally, they would send out a 4x5 like that. And it had these lines here, which were the trim lines. So they would cut along these lines up and these lines over to make this card. And the idea was the inner box was just to give you an area to focus on. And if there was a little bleed over, you knew how far you could go with the bleed.
I've seen a lot of these where artists try out different colors. So they do like paint, or they're doing acrylics. They'll do different colors to test it on the side, like hand marks. Originally, 1997 Fleer Ultra Spider-Man was the first sketch card ever to have a Marvel character on it. And that had something called the blue line, which is what you see in that internal square there. And that's what they use when they do original comic book art for safety, for printing reasons. Anything outside of that blue line would not necessarily be printed in the final product. So they put that over to sketch cards. And 1997's Fleer Ultra Spider-Man was the first sketch cards. They had the blue line. And Rittenhouse kept to the tradition, which I love. It's my favorite thing in the world. I love blue. That's why my sketch card logo has it, because I've always been obsessed with that. It's so cool.
Absolutely. Hey, Tim, what's up?
Hey.
Michael Lover here. I've got 3 from him. I love just this. Again, just look how clean the inks and the colors are on that.
She's beautiful. And when do you ever see that character ever? Like, it's so hard to find her. AOA Cyclops.
Love that. And of course, got to have a Spidey.
A good Spidey.
And again,
Blue on black.
What this highlights to me is I've seen enough sketches to know that it's not common to see an artist who is really good at all 3 aspects: penciling, inking, and coloring, right? And I think Glover here shows he is solid at all 3. I can't do any of the 3, so I'm impressed by anyone who could do even one of them.
I mean, also, it's really great to see on a card, because you would think a card not having a background, especially in today's day and age, right? They're like, oh, that's not like what sketch cards could be, and blah, 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 like fully painted, layers of paint, blah, blah, blah. But I think when you do a white background and you just have the character on there, you're really highlighting every piece of your skill set, like Matt was saying. And for that sketch card to still look that great, that's really impressive.
Yeah, and even on this one, like, he did a light gray wash inside the border, which again just adds that little bit
Just for
extra.
contrast.
But you're right. Even this, like the effects, are more than enough to make this sort of stand out. So.
Oh, I value that the same way as I would with a fully fleshed out background.
Yeah.
Ah,
So I love Glover. Absolutely love his work. So we have the first one here. The Black Cat is an artist who's, again, all through Rittenhouse, I've just absolutely loved his work. His name's Michael Santamaria.
mm.
And this is just a great early example of his work. Get a better view here.
Man, look at that look. What a great look.
Just great face. Yep.
Great face.
Again, the little bars with the gray area there really makes the hair on the right.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Fantastic work there.
Uh-huh.
And this is Mick Glebe doing cards on his own.
That's so funny. You can see what one artist brings to the table and the other one brings to the table.
Well, which is, of course, Iron Man, because that's sort of him. That's his thing, right?
Yeah, but he has this kind of metallic effect with the ink splashes and the highlights and the kind of blurry shadow, heavy noir. While
I love this Iron Spider.
It's a crazy good Iron Spider, man.
They do great work.
Sick.
Tim, we should get you on here so you can actually talk about color theory and things. We need an artist on here. Some artist, come and join us. Talk about color. I've only got one, so I'm not even going to throw this one down. I'll just show you. Just a great, Volstagg, I think, is this one, right?
That's great.
I can never remember all of their names, but I'm pretty sure he's Volstagg from the Warriors 3. Yeah, there was no room for the other two on here, right? So another just artist I absolutely love is Nestor Solario. And he did some really interesting things and some different styles. So he did this sort of almost like pencil, like if you look at the lines, I don't even think they're inked. See, you can see in the reflection there.
Oh yeah, it does look like pencil.
And you've got the red. I don't know if you can see it. The red lines going.
It's a marker
there.
Yeah, it's like a marker.
It's sort of similar to the way he did this. Eternity is just absolutely stunning.
Eternity came out really nice.
Yeah. No, I love Mike Ruthgasser. I only have one from the set, and then he did a more traditional with the AOA Colossus.
That's really cool. I like his pencil a lot.
Magneto. Just love it. So another one of those multi-panel ones. This is when the I believe this is when the Sentinels came to Genosha.
Man, what a
Tri-head Sentinel, right?
Yeah, X-Men 97 had referenced this moment in X-Men history.
And this one, all right, I hope you can see this. So this Spider-Man with Hobgoblin in the background there.
Yeah, you can. Look at those eyes.
Yeah, and it's got that same sort of almost horizontal line effect.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
They really worked, man.
That's funny. That Mike, I've never met Mike, but that's an interesting comment. Let's see who we get next. Get these two. Let me just put these back. Don't mind me. Pay no attention.
They want to know who the artist is again, Matt? For one more time.
Which one? The one I just did, Nestor Solario.
Yes, I think there's just a little delay.
This is a couple artists here. So these first two are Newton Barbosa. And again, you still see his stuff around. And his is always super popular. He does great detailed work. Get these back. Hold them a little closer. So yeah, we've got the sort of the World War Hulk and Sunfire there. But the detail, great on that Hulk, grabbing a little alien in his hand there.
Yeah.
AOA Sunfire. And this is Noval Hernawan. Spidey shot onto some rockets and getting pulled behind them.
That's cool.
Rainer Lagunsad, pronounce as you will. He does wonderful cards, regardless of my butchering of his name. The Black Bolts, I mean, just the effects there,
Really cool.
absolutely wonderful. The cable, super clean, and love the gambit. And Magneto doing a little man spreading.
Man spreading.
It is interesting to see these cards and all these years later, just how terminology and all the whole stuff has changed. And yeah, you probably wouldn't see a pose like that these days.
I mean, it's funny though. Like Sideshow Collectibles does a lot of, and Iron Studios does a lot of characters on thrones, like in terms of statues and stuff like that. So you you do see that, but now there's so many like rules and things you can't do now. You kind of miss out on a lot of
I mean, there's obviously
creativity.
there's rules for what the artist can do. There's there are people in the hobby trying to create rules.
Yes.
What you can't
Yeah.
collect.
Did you see that crap? Well, I don't want to drag you in it, but that was
I
ridiculous.
was in it. Yeah.
Were you in it? I didn't read it. I saw because I'm not in the group, but I saw a picture of it, and I was like, "What a bunch of jackasses!" Like, it's so ridiculous.
I don't know if I would go quite that far, but
It's kind of ridiculous, though, to like.
I mean, again, I've said it before. I'm very libertarian. For people who wonder what we're talking about, first of all, this is J. Jonah Jameson by Remy. He goes by Isu, E-I-S-U, Mokhtar. Just that's a great JJJ right there. This is also by him, Wonderful Nightcrawler. And Pair from Rhiannon. You don't often see males by her, but a great Cyclops there. And I mean, her rogues and her storms always kill it. Do it over here with the players a little less. That classic costume there. People who wonder what the hell we were talking about, there was an interesting topic that came up. And it comes up like every 3 months because people love to just.
People get upset when they see sketches they like and they want to get upset.
I mean, it's not an invalid concern, right? It's the topic is aftermarket sketch cards, right? When people get blanks and commission on blanks that either the artist wasn't on the set or the subject matter is different or just the existence of the blank card trade in general. Richard Cox, these are all his. He does. This is probably what he's mostly known for, the sort of washed look. His are always sort of these nice gray tones.
He's one of my favorites.
This one is another one of my favorites. I loved Secret Wars, and I just loved how they developed Molecule Man as a character and how his importance in the MCU just changed. It's this question. Does the style of having a faint white line separating the character between the background have a name? That's an excellent question. I know what you're talking about. Because these ones don't have it. Oh, little here on the Nightcrawler around his tail. It's a little hard to see in the image, but you can see there's a white around it between the green. Maybe you can sort of see it there. That's a great question, though. Does it have a name? I don't know.
Usually it's referred to as an outline. And, basically what its main function is just separating the character from the backdrop, just so they don't get lost in there. And that just depends on the different types of, style you're using, different types of color, wash, like you mentioned before, especially Cox. But yeah, I don't know. I know it's just separating the figure from the background. It's called an outline, but I don't know if there's a technical name for it.
It's now we're going to call it bip bopping.
Bip popping.
Yep. You heard it here first. The white line around characters is called bip bopping.
You take it down, Urban Dictionary.
Exactly. Right. I've already got a couple entries in there, so. But anyways, on the aftermarket, Rich Molinelli. Rich has been around forever, since 2006. Rich has been doing sketch cards. He is an absolute workhorse.
That's cool.
And great guy. So the question is, should these? There's an argument about should they even exist, and people are saying that you're a bad person if you get this because bad things
who I'm talking about.
Down the line.
Let me rephrase because I feel like whatever. I don't think it's nice of anyone to say that these people are ruining the hobby for getting a personal sketch card done that's an aftermarket. I think that's a little severe of a comment. I understand the repercussions of that and what happens to a lot of people. But the truth is, what they should do is make the group, or a group should make, which I'm sure the official Marvel Card group will do, is have a list of artists, which you can find, that are actually on a set. And that artists should be aware and just spread that education that, there should be dates on things. You know what I mean? That
I
blanks
mean,
are
yeah,
going to get.
it's all about disclosure and education to me. I'm very
Yeah,
libertarian.
agreed.
If somebody gets a hold of a blank and they want to have something drawn on it, great. But if you're ever going to move it down the line, make sure you tell that person,
You just
hey,
say
just
that.
so you know, this wasn't pack inserted.
Right.
The argument that came up was, well, you have no guarantee they're going to tell the next person.
That's
No,
everything, though.
yeah,
There
I
are
can't.
surface scratches. There's a corner blemish. I'm going to take the MySpace photo of a card and make sure it looks really good from afar and not show the details. I mean, being deceitful is not exclusive
Yeah, I mean,
to
and that's
sketch
exactly it,
cards.
right? We can't stop fraud from happening. We can all do our part to make sure that everybody knows what's going on, and that's it. Other than that, honestly, just live your life.
Mm-hmm.
Stay out of another man's business.
Yep.
Or if you want to complain about it, maybe don't be anonymous. Maybe have the sack to put your name on it.
There it is. And
Um,
there it is.
all right, Roy Cover. I absolutely love Roy Cover.
Yeah.
He does wonderfully detailed, tiny ink lines. Like this cap is just awesome, and you don't often see Cap with a gun. In fact, someone's probably going to tell me, "Oh, since he has a gun, it's not really Cap; it's U.S. Agent." Don't ruin me.
Don't ruin me.
Nice World War Hulk here.
I mean, Roy's one of those artists that will give
Oh,
you.
yeah, he's here. Hey,
He
Roy.
is?
Yeah, I just saw him
Hey.
comment.
Hey, man.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
he's great.
I've probably got about 70 of yours, Roy. Big fan.
They're all, but like, Roy knows the books because every moment I see a sketch card from Roy, it's story, it's like history from the character. Like, he doesn't miss a beat. I love it.
And that's an aspect of an artist. Like we talked earlier about, it's rare that an artist is excellent at penciling, inking, and coloring. That's almost a fourth dimension, which is the
It is.
absolute love of the characters that shows through on cards like this, and the
Total package.
total minutia detail, and it's just so good. This gotta get this light right there. We go. It's the Dark Phoenix. It's great. I mean, a Psylocke.
Ooh,
I know, right?
that's a good look. I like that one.
Rogue and Spiral.
Bro, Spyro on sketch cards, just like Nightcrawler. One of the coolest characters to get on a sketch card. Hands down.
Little Wanda. I love cards like this, where it's an Ultron card, but you get like an Iron Man and a Spidey down below.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Roy said he was still experimenting on those. Well, I'm going to go out on a limb and you killed it. Experiment successful. Yondu, like another one like you don't see very often. So I had to have this as soon as I saw it. So
smart.
Now I got to go backwards. Sorry. But yeah, Roy's work is absolutely amazing. And no.
Yeah. Claus was like, stop showing us these Psylocks.
I know, right? Sorry. Sorry.
What did Ryder say? Biggest thing in the hobby is the world honesty. PC, who cares? Your sketch card, your card. Yeah, Ryder's got it.
Yeah, I mean, we've got to trust each other to a certain extent. And you know what? Look.
And do our own research, too, honestly.
And let people collect who they want. Like, don't tell someone, ruin people's joy. Don't tell someone that they're collecting wrong or that they're collecting ruins the hobby. Like, who defines what's good and bad for the hobby, right? It just irks me. It
irks me too.
Stay out of my bedroom. Stay out of my collection.
I think a lot of times too, what happens is so much of this stuff. The reason there's so many reasons why I left those groups, but a big reason was that I knew so many of these people and so much of the history that I would read these posts and I was like, this is just an agenda post. This is just someone pissed at someone else and making it a big deal to like get attention. And it was exhausting to read. You know what I mean? It wasn't fun. It wasn't, I don't know.
I want to have fun in the group. I want to see
Yeah.
beautiful cards. I'm not interested in drama.
No.
This
same.
angel. So this is Ryan Kincaid.
What costume is that? That's really cool.
I know, right? I think it's an AOA, like with the blue.
Wow. I've never seen that costume on eBay.
And the other reason I can guess that is the other two are sort of AOA views.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Wonderful Mystique.
Mystique. Look at that white in the hair. I love that. I love when people do that kind of stuff. It's fun.
Well, Roy, hit me up. You know, I'll take another one.
Roy's a great artist. Go follow Roy on Instagram, Facebook, everywhere. He's fantastic.
And this one, I'm pretty sure this is Wild Child.
Instead of Saber?
It doesn't look as bulky as Sabretooth would. Maybe it is Sabretooth.
I mean, that's a collar, right?
I think Wild Child had the chain on them, I think.
You know better than I do. I don't know.
Anyways, so Ryan Kincaid, awesome stuff. All right, an artist a couple people will be familiar with.
Cool.
Sana Umemoto. Sana U, as she goes by now.
Hey,
Umemoto
Matt,
is the uncle. Yeah.
Check your mic a little bit. I don't know if it's mine or yours, but there's a little feedback. Maybe your cable.
Turn my volume down a little.
No, I think it's just like the cable around the mic a little bit.
Okay.
I'll tell you if I hear it again.
Okay.
Maybe that's what it
so
was.
Sana U. Okay. AOE Sabretooth. Yeah, they both look so similar. So
They do.
Sana's been around since I think MM 2008, A or B or both maybe. So Sana's been around forever. Her Eva. Why am I busting that?
Forever.
Just a wonderful, fantastic Ford here. Great, simple Iron Man. But yeah, I mean, Sana's still known for her sort of anime women. And a wonderful Wasp. Oh, that's an interesting question.
Hey, JC, if anything like that happened, just tell me. Let me know. You can call customer service and get that fixed up. Oh, ComC, not CGC. Okay, good.
Strange.
Had me worried there, brother. Yeah, ComC is really great about customer service, actually. At least I've had good experiences with them.
Greasy. Sounds like the opening to a Diddy party or something. Sorry. Sorry, silliness. You really shouldn't joke about something like that. No one always.
No, it's awful. It's freaking horrendous. But
all right,
another.
So this is an artist I met early on when I was collecting Lord of the Rings, and I met her and had her do some work for me. Just the absolutely nicest artist, Sarah Wilkinson.
I've heard about her.
On this set, Sarah did these. These are all painted. And they're just, oh my God.
That's cool.
Cool.
Man,
Thank you,
so
Roy.
Different.
Oh, pulling. Good Lord. Great Gambit. I love the watercolor effects here on Jubilees.
It's beautiful.
Little effects there. Great Mystique.
So We Confetti wants to know if you own. Oh, that's a good one. Wants to know if you own a NAR.
I have 3 NARs, and I've just concluded a deal. I just have to pay for it. I'm getting 4 more.
You beast.
Another Sabretooth. This one I know is clearly Sabretooth because I can tell from a distance with his size. Because again. Wild Child's just sort of like the mini me.
Yeah. Well, it has the same collar too.
Someone's asking, wait, you have a NAR?
Matt has a NAR.
They're asking if you do.
Yeah, I didn't show it last time. It was the you know about it. It's the prelim for the unproduced emotion card. It's not like a painted Gnar. Like it's
Nice Avengers by. I'm sorry, I'm trying to
It's a
line.
production Gnar.
I'll just do it like that. That way, I don't have to try and do it. A really great puzzle with the 5 of them. Sarah. So again, just absolutely just love Sarah's work, and
Sarah's one. I've never seen that stuff. It looks really great. I love how painted it is. I think it's really beautiful.
I'm going to put these in for a second, and then the next artist I know, Norrin, you are a fan of.
Oh boy, this is where it hurts.
Well, this was Sarah Richardson, so I'm sure you can guess who might be next alphabetically. After Sarah Richardson, Sarah Richards.
Oh, yes. Oh.
Yeah, I'm going to have to definitely...
don't show that to
these
me.
Are held up. So, just Sarah does these beautiful... God. Like, you can see the gold paint there at the bottom.
F off. Jesus.
Yeah, she does. She's got this wonderful style, and her cards just absolutely pop. And all the gold ink on there is just so good. She's known for, like, you can see the... Can I get it right? Can you see the white paint dots on her costume?
Yep.
Just
you guys don't understand, man. You can't even, like, fully understand what this is without...
It's hard to see these.
Like when you see them in person, it's next level. Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, don't show that to Nathan. That might make him cry.
I'm gonna have to hold this one up. This is a nice two-card puzzle. Misty Knight.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That was a good one. I didn't see that one yet.
Yeah, great gold on the shoulders and the gun in her hair.
Stupid nice. And the card is textured too. Like the card has layers of. Oh, F you, Matt. What the Matt? It's so good.
Yeah, she absolutely killed it on this set.
Here's
a character you do not see often, which is Nocturne.
Is that Nocturne?
Yep. What did you write on this? Oh no, I'm sorry. It's not Nocturne. I'm sorry. I have a different Nocturne. This is Rogue, actually. Taking the power.
I saw the white in the hair.
From X-Men 94 when she took a bunch of their powers at once from X-Men 194. Sorry about that.
That makes me jealous. Oh, yeah. Colossus, Nightcrawler.
Yeah. And you can still see the streak in her hair. And again, just the outlines, like the silver around her arms. It's so... You can sort of see it there if I do it just like that. Just the lines.
These are the... Dude, this is so stupid nice. Her composition, her silhouettes...
like Vision and Scarlet Witch. Again, I'll try to get the angle so you can see all the the gold work and the white. Like there's so many inks, like just the spatter effect. It's
it's beautiful, man.
Stuff is so good. There you go.
I can
work on our website coming so they can buy sketch cards.
We can work on that. Oh, here's the Gnar. But I think I showed it last time, so I don't want to.
Yeah, let's make you.
I don't want to like spend.
There you go.
Time on it, but
there you go.
So there you go. So it's Gnar, and basically, 2012 emotion cards were done by Gnar, and he did that subset, and he sent a bunch in, and 2 weren't able to make the cut because of time, and one of them happened to be Surfer, and Gnar hit me up and still had the prototype. And these are the things he sent to Upper Deck to get approved. So that's the Gnar I have, which is a piece of like card history, and it's called Longing. So if you know that series, they all had these like names that kind of capture the character's backstory. So that's my Gnar.
All right, put this back, and there we go. All right, these 2 are by Scott Barnett.
I like those.
Just again, I like the way he did sort of the look at it. It almost looks like the geodes, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does actually. You're right.
Just like a wonderful storm. Like
she looks so nice in that. Good pose. Great costume choice.
Like I'm still like I love the video, but I'm looking at the card. You're still the video's still not getting it. It's still not getting it.
No. You know what? You might have to put the lights on the side to like. I know you're in a ring light, but put the lights on
Um,
the side. Maybe be
so
better.
Adwin, if it's painted, here's how I would tell. Um, go like this. If you can feel bumps, it's oil. Um, if you let me go back to here. If you see, if it looks like this here around the around here, if it looks like it's bleeding, the paint's bleeding, that's water. And if it's neither of those two, it's most likely acrylic. Tim, if you're still on here, tell me if I just got it. Or Roy, or some artists, tell me if that's a good description of how to tell the difference between the three.
I like that.
So there's a Scott Barnett. This is Scott Rory, and I've got another one to show.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, just a simple Iron Man with the shield behind him.
It looks good.
And then, all right, and this is, again, I keep saying this. This is another one of my favorites. I got the Rory out of the way. Actually, I shouldn't have jumped to Rory because this is another Scott Barnett. This is a 6-card puzzle of Wolverine.
What the hell, Matt?
Yeah, right.
Did that come all together? You didn't have
Yes,
to search for that.
It did.
No, you did not. Did you really have to search?
No, it came together. It came together.
Okay.
Yeah.
I felt your pain there for a minute where I started sweating for you of past like torture. That's amazing. That came together.
And yeah, if it's not painted, then yeah, like Roy said, most people these days use Copics. Is it Copic or Copic? I always say Copic. Like copacetic.
Look at Ash.
Look towards the light, you should be able to tell. No touch, Matt. That's the best part.
Matt's like, look, let's tell.
Look, let's rub the surface.
That's
right after I eat Cheetos.
Man.
This is another Scott Rory, and though again, just
I love that.
So good. I mean, and this is, and I think Norton, you know this. I have over the years 4 times now, I have gone through my collection and done a purge.
Smart.
Where I would take cards that just aren't hitting, where I felt the quality wasn't, so it wasn't bad per se, but wasn't, like a card like this where I just feel like it pops, right?
Yes.
And I have done 10% cuts 4 times in the last 6 years. So I feel like a lot of mine do tend to end up, I've curated it down where I'm really comfortable with the quality. Like if I try to do it again now, it's gonna be so painful. I don't know if I could purge another 10%.
I think that's how you know you did it right, though. And I will say, from your curation is not just based on what you like. I think what you've done brilliantly, and I'm noticing in the Comic Cut group.
I'm going to say it exactly like this from now on, Ash. What do they use? They use Copic markers.
Just like that. Copic.
Exactly. Question for you, Norrin. This is Stacy Kardash, by the way, these 3.
I like those.
I love the horns in that classic look.
So good.
Emma finally realizing she needs a sweater in the winter because exactly the most practical costume. Just again, so many night crawlers in this set. I just love it. I'll show these real quick. Stephanie Battling. This is sort of her typical style. Again, sort of a cartoony / chibi-ish vibe. Really enjoy her work.
That's really nice. Fausto, have you seen the Silver Surfer Infinity Gem insert and Allegiance set thoughts? Yeah, that's Kronos. That's not Surfer. So that is a big boo-boo. It's not the first time they've done stuff like that, so it's pretty sad because it's a beautiful insert. But it's heartbreaking.
That's like the Allegiance. The Allegiance set had a card with Danny on it. But the scene on the card, they said, "Oh, it's from Avengers versus X-Men #7." No, it isn't. It's from like a comic from like 12 years earlier, and it had nothing to do with AVX. Magma was on the base card, so when they went looking for a Magma card for the action one, they're like, "Oh, this one looks cool." It had nothing to do with the set. But it was Danny, so hey, good for me.
Yeah, I mean, I just showed you something I bought recently where it's just a surfer. They messed up everything else, but it's one of the best things I've ever seen a surfer. It's like, well, what do? You know what I mean?
You
You
collect
accept it and you move on. You collect it and you move on.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
This is Stephen Miller. Stephen's also been around. I first ran into Stephen's work on Lord of the Rings, actually, in Masterpieces 2. Stephen does great work. Again, another similar to Roy. Stephen does very, very fine line work. Like, I don't know how these guys do it, honestly, and like keep their eyesight. Lack limb too. Like,
Lack limb is a god.
Like, I feel like I would have thick glasses at this point if I did the level of detail that these guys did. Really like this Gambit. Great work on the effect here.
Me too. I like that a lot, actually.
And little super Skrull action showing off all his powers.
Very cool.
Well, most of them, I guess. No invisibility.
I'm so glad Flair Ultra Matriarch. That looks great.
Yes, I think it will. Personally, I suspect it will. I don't know if I can say more than that.
10% cut coming for OAX, Matt.
I did it last year.
You did.
The problem is nobody saw it. Remember, because one person bought them all in the first hour. They bought all. How many were there? 800.
It was.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
That was fast.
That was a bit silly. Yeah.
That was pretty crazy.
All
you should at least purge the dream. I was just talking to him about this. I was like, you know where some are.
Right, so this artist, this is Stan Bowie, and I really love his work. He runs the gamut on style, right? So you've got these straight up ones like Daredevil and Guardian, very sort of washed out look.
So cool.
You've got these detailed scenes like these two of Wolverine and Lady Deathstrike trading strokes.
Oh, wow.
Great blood work, again, which you really can't see anymore.
Sequential sketch cards.
And then, just to mix it up, he did a chibi subset. So, yeah.
Okay. Those are so cool. They
I love those.
They look like the Disney figures. That's actually really sick.
Yeah, I'm super happy with those.
I want people to know you don't see stuff like that in just anybody's sketch card collection. You usually has to, and this sounds weird, but you usually have to find an OG that has these kind of like inserts that are not really seen a lot, styles, and all these kind of subsets to really get a look at these collections. You just don't see it ever. You just
I'm fortunate in a bunch of ways, but I was fortunate to have been collecting these early before a lot of these really caught on, and in a time where there was a lot more trading going on.
Yeah.
Which you don't. I mean, you've got EPAC, but I mean, do you really?
No.
Do you?
Do you?
All right. So, yeah. I mean, some of the trading's just madness.
Do you buy full size? No, the trading's madness. Full size surfer art. Sometimes Roy. Sometimes. Mostly, I stick to. Well, now I'm very picky about what I get with cards because it's just been craziness. But I mean, I have some pieces, but nothing crazy.
I was about to show a puzzle, and two of the pieces were out of order.
Out of order.
All right, so recently there was a Marvel Universe set that went up on eBay and had a full master sketch collection. One of every artist, and there are a whole bunch of reasons in there that I had to have it, so I did get it. And this, I think, was one of the absolute gems from there, because I have not seen many 9-card puzzles from this set. So I will rotate it in first, and then I'll put it down. Do it sideways. I think we could probably see it all there.
Dude.
There we go.
What?
Yeah.
I've never seen this.
Yeah, this is Buddy Prince.
Oh, Buddy Prince.
So I was super.
You
super
did well. You did super well. That's really nice looking. Like stupid nice.
All right. So the next ones are an interesting. This is another, I think, interesting aspect of collecting that I like. So this one is just plain old Tim Shea. Tim Shea is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful artist. He did, oh God, what set was it? Women of Marvel or Women of Marvel 2, I think. He did some of the oversized incentive ones, the 8x10s, and they were just they're absolutely stunning.
They're stunning.
So I love this Rhino. Great, great work.
It's cool.
But he also did some jams. And he did these two jams with Chris Cabby Bradbury.
I like Cabby.
And
Those are cool.
Love jam cards. It's just one of my favorite types of things to collect. So anytime I see them, I just absolutely pounce on them. And these were no exception.
What's your number? How many jam sketch cards do you have?
Probably only like 15, 20 max.
They're rare.
They're hard to find. Rare. Yeah, they are.
That's beautiful.
I mean,
I love that Spider-Man a lot.
Yeah, no,
it's so cool.
Oh, it's my jam. Oh God, how did I miss that opportunity?
Amazing. The gang is on fire.
This artist is Tom Kelly. He's got this very interesting stylized work that I just enjoy. And just a really cool Crossbones.
I love that Crossbones.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of that card. That's so cool.
All right. All right. 2 internet points for the first person in chat can tell me who that character is. I feel like you got to be an older collector like myself to know who that is. My money's on Khosra. Not to say you're old, Khosra, but I think you know characters.
I think he's saying you're not young.
If Perna was here, it would be a race.
Fuck.
No, not Hothead. Yep, Roy got it with a slight misspelling. There you go. I'll give it to Roy. For Bushman, this was from the whole Marvel bullpen, the whole Not Brand Eck days. So cool. And he would show up in like the letter pages and all sorts of stuff. Just this awesome character. And I swear, when I saw this, I was ready to like go to war for this card. Absolutely ready to go to war for that.
I think it's awesome.
Yeah. And your boy
spot, baby. Such a good spot.
Giving it to old Spidey. People probably know who this guy is.
That's cool.
Mr. Perna.
That's really cool.
Yeah, this was another reason I had to get that master set because I didn't have one for Perna.
I've never seen a Perna with 2 characters like that.
Oh, I got a bunch. Yeah, he does a bunch of them. Like he did a lot of the battle ones. But yeah, this one's Sabretooth and Holocaust.
You're right. I forgot about the battles.
Sober face. And then we have a pair from Tony Scott.
Ooh.
And again, just beautiful.
Great look
there. And I'm going to get the last artist alphabetically. And then I'll give you a little tour of how my binder mind works. Again, great detail on the.
Yeah, where the hell is Perna? I think that's stunning.
Yeah, just
I love that.
Oh, there you go. So on certain sets, I were actually asked to do it. All right. So this is another one of those that a year or two ago I probably wouldn't have even talked about this artist, truthfully, because there's a time when you're chasing certain artists and they haven't caught on yet, and you don't want to draw attention.
You stay quiet.
But this artist is out there. People know who this artist is, so I don't feel bad saying it now. This is Yassim Asrar. Khosra, I'm assuming Yassim is related to Mahmoud. Maybe it turns out that's a horrible assumption to make just because they have the same last name. But since they both happen to sketch cards, that was a hopefully an educated guess. And the level of detail and just the
I like that a lot.
Just a beautiful face. The hair is wonderful, but that background just absolutely does it on that card.
You even put the shimmer of the pink sky in the water.
Yeah,
Like really took the time.
Just a nice chibi Emma.
I like that Iron Fist a lot.
I mean, the chibi this one,
Yeah.
her and Lockheed just
That's a really gorgeous card. Damn.
did a great magic.
Oh, that's ridiculously cool.
This is actually all right. This is a lot of people are going to roll their eyes at this, but this card is so well done. It's one of my favorite by her. This is Power Pack.
Oh, wow.
And again, 4 characters on a card. The rainbow behind the character in the background when she's flying. The power effects on all 3 of them. Just a great, great card. The Scarlet Witch.
Damn, these are nice, Matt.
Oh, yeah. It's great work.
I've never seen this. Oh, Spiral.
Spiral.
Yeah, I've never
Our
seen
cards
this.
show up on eBay and they go 400 or 500 easy.
Who was fighting you? That's amazing.
And little Thor.
That's actually really cool.
Yeah. So Yassine is the last one alphabetically. So technically I'm done. Now the way I do binders is I do 2 things. So once I've sorted them alphabetically, every time I get a new sketch, like if I get a new sketch in the A's, I don't want to have to shift every single card out one in the binder, right? I mean, that would just be ridiculous. So what I do is I just have a page after the end where I just put them in there with the idea that, once a year I'll go in and reshuffle everything. Just spend a weekend day just playing around and having a good excuse to revisit the binder. So I've got a couple pages now, just loosey-gooseys that have come.
I like that a lot.
And then I have the APs.
Huh. That's good stuff.
Yeah. So again, what's the easiest way to do this? I'll just highlight a couple. A nice Elvis Mora, Miss Marvel.
Oh, cool.
This Jomar, actually, I really like. I was happy I was able to pick it up.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, right. Holding the microphone in front of the speakers.
Such a good artist.
I may have shown this last time, but this is a Charles Hall. And again, I'm not sure how he did this. I mean, it's such a close reproduction that I think he used some sort of assistive, but then he worked over it with different colors. I mean, however he did it, I just really enjoy it.
It's very nice.
The Korvac cover recreation. And were these incentives? I can't remember. No, I don't think they were. And then I actually bought another collection. It happens a lot, right? For example,
I'm recognizing a pattern here.
And this woman was from Brazil. She sold some of her cards a couple years ago, and a lot of people on Facebook were able to get some. And then she reached back to me a few months ago and said, "Hey, there were a whole bunch that weren't claimed. I'm trying to sell them all." She's like, "You want them all?" And she gave me a good price. And I'm like, okay. The only reason I was hesitant at first is I think you're going to notice there's a certain character she collected.
Oh.
Right. So I have a bunch of Cyclopses now. And Cyclops was always one of my top 3 in terms of characters. It's always Cyclops, Jean, and Wolverine.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
That's cool.
And now I think Cyclops has taken the top spot, which irks me a little bit because I like him, but he's a little much sometimes.
Yeah,
right?
I understand.
All right. So a lot of these. So here's actually how. Let me change back to this for a second. People. This is how I store my oversized and APs. So I get an 8x10 binder page, and I'll also have an 8x10 top loader. So I put them inside the top loader, inside the binder page. so they stay like that.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, so that way I can get them all in the binder. So that one is this is going to be tough with the light. There we go. That's a Darren Chandler, Magic Storm and Belasco. This is actually a Dre, Omega Red.
Damn, that's a big freaking
Yep.
Dre. Damn.
This one I got when I bought out Arcades.
Oh yeah.
Was he Arcady at the time? I can't remember.
Is he still
and
around? What happened to him?
This Borganoses were nice too because he actually painted on the back too.
Oh damn.
which
That's
I thought
cool.
was cool. Excuse me. I really like this one. You know what? It might be easier if I just hold them up to this camera. The glare will
Whatever
do
you
less.
want to do. Yeah. They're
This is
looking good.
Danielle Gransall.
Oh wow.
This is a nice 2 AP puzzle. Spider-Woman, X-23, She-Hulk, Emma, and Mystique.
Wow.
And then this might make me a bad person, but when there are puzzles like this and I need them stored, I do have painter's tape holding them in place.
That's not a bad idea.
I'm a bad man.
No.
But
that makes
I don't
sense.
mind it because this artist also sent this puzzle to me with tape. So
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, if they're going to use tape, so can I. This is one of my favorite double APs I got. This is Daniel HDR.
Whoa.
Did this great Danny and the Bear. Again, this is from a time that I would exactly Casa. I would send out these AP requests, and I think my only instructions were 4 words, right? Danny Moonstar Demon Bear, and the different directions people went in were just awesome. And Daniel,
that's a great one. Shoot.
Yep. I'm gonna forget. I think the Nightcrawler's Tony Ives, maybe. I don't remember his name. I'll look it up. The Nightcrawler I got at a convention.
Oh yeah, I have a Surfer Ivies.
Yeah.
We did that together.
Oh, there you go. What do you remember his real name then, or full name?
No, because I'm a terrible person.
Okay, and then an Axebone on the other side, as we were
That's
talking
good.
about. That's more what Axebone's known for.
I love how you have to say it. That's what he's mostly known for.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would find archival tape, safe archival tape. Well, look, I'll find you something. That's what Roy's saying too. I mean, it
Another
shouldn't be bad.
2-card puzzle I got. This one is Amon Casalos.
Damn,
Yeah,
that's epic.
yeah. No, I had it based on the House of X, Powers of X. No, I'm sorry.
I
This one was
remember.
X of Swords. Sorry. Yeah, as you can see, they're all carrying their swords in there. You got Rasputin. Definitely got some deep cut mutants in there. A little Sinister over on the other side.
That's dope.
Now, is that, you tell me, what was better? Is this a better image? Or is this? This might be actually, right? Yeah, okay, I'll do it back to that way. Even with the glare, I think it's probably better.
If you just keep it tilted, I don't think it's bad.
One more I got from Iman, Magic,
Ooh,
Battling the Demons.
that was a good choice because I love it when they put the characters in the center of those big pieces and have the outside action like
Yeah.
framing
And
it.
it's just, again, you've got Kitty right there going through a demon.
Yeah.
You got Lockheed shooting the flames. Just
No, this is a great
what
piece.
detail he added was awesome.
That's a good piece.
These were from artist John Hughes. John had retired, but I had reached out to him on a whim, and he was like, "Oh, I don't do cards anymore, but I do have these APs still." He's like, "If you want me to use them up, I'll do it." And I was like, "Hell yeah!" So I had him do a whole New Mutants run. So we got Cannibal and Karma.
Ho, ho, ho. Very cool.
We got Magic and Magma. I had him do a Danny, but it's in a different AP set. So
I remember seeing these. I love that Magma.
Magma, the way he did the flames on Magma,
Ah.
I like.
Stupid cool.
Yeah. Kristen Allen did a pair for me. Again, you could tell at this time I was on before I did Danny, I was definitely in Magic was one of my top ones, and so was Kitty. So I got a pair. Actually, is this Kristen or Newton? I feel this has got to be Kristen, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Kristen Allen. I'll be horribly offended if it isn't, and she'll be offended. I mean,
I love that Magic.
So this was the Magic was a riff on the original Magic the miniseries cover.
Oh,
and
it's
Kitty
a good riff.
The Brood.
Oh yeah, it is. Look at that, dude. I dig those a lot.
That Magic.
Holy
I was like, give me the Magic #1 cover, but please age Magic so it's not as creepy as it was back then. She was like 12 at the time, so it's like that doesn't age well no pun intended at all.
It's super like. That's actually really
good. The 80s were an interesting time. That's about all you can say. So we have a nice another Magic. You can see a pattern here. Scott Barnett.
Oh, that's cool.
This is another Thon Buoy, little riff on Dogs Playing Boo the X-Men.
Yes, that's cool. Magneto's helmet as the lamp. That's so good. And then you're playing with them, right? That's the perspective because the cards. Yeah. That's cool.
And actually, wait, what do you have here? You got a pair of aces. Okay. What cards did you get?
That is pretty cool.
And just one more. A pair, going to end with a pair from the esteemed and absent at present Tony Perna. So wonderful Spider-Man.
Scorpion there on looking.
And this Kitty and Magic coming through the portal in Limbo.
Oh. That is so cool.
12 months. That is true, Costa. She aged so fast in that miniseries, right? And there you go. That is got through that in record time. And all that with a little rant on telling people how to collect.
Sorry, that's always my fault.
No, I brought it up. Hey, I mean this set is, in terms of quality, Turnip sent a message saying we both smell like lavender, and he ended it with Dolly Parton. I'm sure. I really enjoyed that. So what I'm going to do is, let me put this back up.
I'll put it there. There you go.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to do a pair of giveaways.
Oh.
So what we're going to do, Monty Hall, let's make a deal style here. So let me do this. Present, share screen. And all right, go ahead. # deal. Go ahead and type that in. And we're going to play a little. We're going to play a game. Did you ever see that little video where it's like what it's like raising a kid, and it's the little guy from Saw, and he's like, your keys have fallen into the toilet. If you don't clog it, it's horrible description. I'm going to put that link on my Facebook page so people can see.
It's the only way you can save face.
I'm like, in my head, it's super funny. I'm like, I'm going to butcher this trying to describe it out loud. So let's just stop there. So on this one, I'm going to give away 2 of these 3 sketches.
2?
Yes. Yes.
Oof.
All right. And we're going to do it in a very interesting way. I still got some on the closet behind me, but I wanted to try something new. And I wanted to keep it with this, because they're all from the set. Now, they weren't 3 of the ones I just showed, or they weren't from that
binder
there. So I think they're good. I mean, they're not like $500 sketches or anything, but hey, free sketch is a free sketch, right?
Yes.
I'm qualifying it. So everybody, # deal. Come on, get in on it. We got 35 people watching, 19 people entered. Just type in # deal, and you are entered in the drawing.
Let's go.
So what I'll say is this. If you are in the U.S., I will ship it to you for free. No issue. If you're outside the U.S. And you win, I would ask you to pay the actual shipping less I'll apply $5 shipping to it. So in Canada, it's usually around $14, so you pay $9, and usually it's like 18 or 19 outside the US, so it would be whatever that is, 13 or 14 after the discount. So if you see it and you're outside of the US and you're like, oh, I wouldn't pay $9 for that, you can tell me, and I wouldn't be offended. I would hope you would pay $9 for these, though. Anyways, all right, I'm going to give it about 15 more seconds. We're at 22 entries. Let's see what happens. And here, and Thrive 4, 3. Let me make sure it's still showing. It is good. Okay, 2. And good luck, everybody. Here we go.
Come on.
Oh, I should probably get a pen to write this down. Huh?
Hey.
Zab, all right. All right, so here's how we're going to start. Norin, you are going to help me.
I hope I get a good one for you, Zab.
That's right. Don't mind me. You pick one of these cards, 1, 2, or 3.
Okay, 2.
Oh, hang on. Let me get rid of this first. Let me stop.
I can do that. I can do that for you.
Move and make.
I got it.
And then make that card
On it.
Perfect. There we go. All right, you pick one of them.
2.
Okay, so Zab, this is the Red Skull from John Jackman. So,
Damn.
question to you is: would you like to keep that sketch, or would you like to trade it for card number 1 or card number 3? So let me know in chat which you would like to do. I'm going to move that out of the glare, and I'm instead going to make it card 1, and card 2.
All right. This is scary. This is a dangerous, sick game you're playing here.
Well, duckless. Statistically, that's because there's always a zoink or a whammy right out there. Like
this is the problem we were talking about earlier. Duckless. Okay.
Yeah, I mean it is. It's a really good John Jackman. Red Skull holds in the Cosmic Cube.
I mean, that's a good one.
And the way we're going to do it is whichever one you pick, I'm going to re-roll, and then the next person is going to have that choice. Because if you pick this, you're going to have to tell me which one you would have picked, and then that's going to be available to the next person.
TJ lost a thumb in this kind of game.
Nice. Dun, 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 dun.
This is tough.
Perfect. This is perfect timing.
He doesn't want to answer. I don't blame him.
No, right? He's thinking. I gotta put on like a timer or something, right?
This is hard. This is tough.
Yeah.
You're evil.
Are we just figuring this out? I mean, worst thing. Take this. You got a good sketch. Keep. There you go. Okay. If you were going to pick, would you have picked 1 or 2? Because I'm going to flip that over for the next person.
If there was a Squid
and to torture you in case you like the other one better.
If there was a Squid Game card version, you'd be in charge of it, Matt. I think that's just
1. Okay.
1.
So what you could have had is Apocalypse by Jay Kretzer.
Another villain, though.
Here you go. All right. So now we're going to re-roll.
Damn, these are good picks, Matt.
All right. So let me add this back to the stage. And good luck, everybody. We're going
I'll do it.
Draw again.
Yeah, here we go.
Good luck, everybody.
Good luck, guys.
Ash.
No way.
All right. So, Ash, would you like to keep the Apocalypse, or would you like to trade for what's behind sketch number 1? Reroll. Artists can't win.
Reroll. This is an evil game, Matt. Damn.
That's not evil. You're going to win the sketch no matter what. It's not like I'm going to turn it over and it's going to be a goat.
See, this is why we don't let to see. This is the problem. This right here, this little moment.
All right, while he's thinking, I have one. Give me 15 seconds.
It will be dupe. I think you're right. I think it might be a dupe. Yeah, the yellow. So I've had sketch cards where the bleeding on the back does show some more.
I've been
detail, but
without
it's
the
not a
goat
problem.
for too long.
Yeah, the goat.
All right, did he answer? Flip it? Oh, not me. Okay.
That's so funny. Ash can just buy his own. He says flip it, Matt.
So you want this one? Just want to confirm.
Yes. See, Matt, it's happening.
I just want, like I said, Ash, I just want to make sure. Just say yes if you want the flipped up card. I'm 99% sure that's what you mean, but I don't want there to be any doubt. Confirm flip. All right. Apocalypse goes back into the pile. We have, all right, the good news is there's nothing weird on the other side, so it is indeed still a sketch. We have Cable from Cal Slayton.
That's a good Matt. Cable and Apocalypse. That's scary. You're a devious mother. That's good stuff, man. He loves it.
Cool. There we go. I'm going to miss my thumbs when there we go. Exactly.
That's
And
good.
then, you know what? Let's give away the Apocalypse.
Oh.
Let's do it.
Oh.
Who's going to get the Apocalypse? Good luck, everybody. Let's give away 3 cards. Why not?
Come on, sketch.
Apocalypse going to Poland.
Oh!
Congrats.
No way. Matt, you're the best. That's amazing. Those are like really good sketch cards.
Congrats. Ta-da.
Holy crap, pulling fire. He's
There
going to
you
flip.
go. 3 giveaways. How about that?
Those are nice giveaways, too. It's like
Yeah,
next
and
level.
from the set in question, all from Marvel Universe 2011.
That was really nice.
Awesome. And we got it in the perfect amount of time. I'm going to be jumping over. Norman, I don't know if you're coming. There is a video starting at 9:30 where Steven and maybe some other people, maybe I will too as well. A bunch of us got our Joe Gisco pieces back from the framers. So we're going to be showing those off. Just talking garbage as always. So I'm trying to go to heaven. I have a lot more than sketch cards that I need to work on then, if that's the case. So there you go.
Matt's
Awesome.
the best.
Thank you all for joining. I'll figure out which one I'm going to start next. Maybe I'll do either Marvel 70th or 75th next. Both awesome sets.
Yeah.
Thrilled to go through those. I would love also to get more people on so we can have a round table. I think Nora and I always talk super well, but the more the merrier always. What was I just thinking of? I don't know. Anyways, so yeah.
This is awesome. Matt, I had so much fun. Man, I love being on these episodes because I really look forward to this, man. This is awesome. Thank you.
It's fun for me too because it's an excuse again just to go back to the binder and appreciate these sketches, and I love that other people appreciate them. I would love to. Why am I drawing up like Todd? I would love to get Todd to join me. Todd Nestor. Have you seen his posts?
Todd is awesome.
Like I need to actually chat with Todd a little. There's no way I've never run into Todd in the past. Like I have to he's got either like a blowout or a scoundrel name that I'm going to be like, oh of course, right? I feel like it has to because he's got the cards he has been showing. If you haven't seen Todd Nestor's cards either in MCCW or on the official Marvel card group, he is posting some absolute fire.
He's coming to OAX
today. He posted an image that had like 3,000 sketch cards in it. You couldn't zoom in, unfortunately, yet. Hopefully, he's going to work on that. And it's so awesome. when you see people. I think everybody should share their collection. I think it's how we get an appreciation for the cards and the hobby and each other. So, anyways, sell me the Eternity card. Never.
Never. No, Todd's really nice, and I think he would come on too. He's phenomenal. He's so nice. I've talked to him a few times. He's like he's a super nice guy.
Cool. Oh, this is Ash's first non-Ash sketch card. That's awesome.
No shit. That's
Cool.
awesome.
All right. Fausto, as always, thank you for joining me. Really appreciate it. Thank you for everyone who tuned in. And if you're interested, just stay on my YouTube channel. There's going to be a new video starting in about 4 minutes. We're going to talk about JoJo Skull art. So until next time, guys, again, thank you as always, and we'll see you later. Peace out.